ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ Cbse ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ 10 ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ. ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಇಂದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಏಕಾಗ್ರಚಿತ್ತದಿಂದ ಶಾಂತ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿ ಮುಗಿಸುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಕಲಿತ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು, ಜ್ಞಾಪಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯುವ ಬುದ್ಧಿಶಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಲು ಇಷ್ಟ ದೇವತೆಗೆ ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ. Take deep breaths. Yes, good evening, my dear students. How many of you joined? Show thumbs up. Today we will start independently the first chapter, chemical reactions and equations. Same thing we studied. All of you hear me? Show thumbs up. Good evening. Good evening. Satvik. Sanvi. Good evening. Okay, can you hear me? Is the board visible to you? Okay. See, already we completed the bridge course, dear students. Major part of the work is done. Now, in the chapter, chemical reactions and equations. In the bridge course in detail we discussed. We'll quickly complete the chapter chemical reactions and equations. Only thing is that you have to show your performance here, chemical reactions and equations. Is the first chapter. Already I made you perfect in the language of chemistry, and those who have not watched, recently joined, you can watch my earlier videos. Now you have to perform. I will write some skeletal equations. See, the topic I have divided topic into first topic, that is writing chemical equations and balancing. The chapter has same thing which I discussed in language of chemistry in detail, writing chemical equations and balancing. First topic, already you studied it. Today you have to answer balancing by hit and trial method. This we completed, hit and trial method. I have divided them into 3 topics, that is hit and trial methods. Second topic, you can open your notebook. Second topic will be redox, types of chemical reactions. Today we are learning the same thing, types of chemical reactions. And the third topic will be redox reactions. Third topic is redox reactions. Note down the chapter headings, redox reactions, and C4 is effects of oxidation. You open your notebook, first chapter, effects of oxidation in everyday life. Almost we covered in the bridge course only the first topic. Now we have to start with this. Now I will write some reactions on the board. You start, open your notebook. I will write some verbal equations. You have to write and balance it. Okay, You open your notebook, I will test, right? I will go on writing some equations, observe, set one reactions. I will write here first. Open your notebook. I will write verbal equations. You have to go on writing symbols and balance it. And show me thumbs up. How many of you completed it? I will write here carbon, first equation. I will write verbal equations. Carbon plus oxygen. It is a good practice of already whatever you are studied. Gives rise to carbon dioxide. Dioxide, including their physical state, you are right. I have not written physical state also. Second question to you. Hydrogen plus oxygen. Hydrogen plus oxygen gives rise to water. Write the skeletal equation, then balance it by hit and trial method. Hydrogen plus chlorine. Write the equation forming hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride. Write the physical state. Hydrogen chloride. Fourth one, iron plus sulfur. Sulfur, you are getting ferrous sulfide. Ferrous sulfide. Fifth one, iron plus chlorine gives rise to ferric chloride. Ferric chloride. See, writing only balanced chemical equation you learnt. Let us see. So in all these cases, take some 30 seconds and write the equation and balance it, all of you. And you have to write not only this, you have to write the statement for this. Generally, chemical reaction, while writing a chemical reaction, you learn to write the statement. Then write the balanced chemical equation. I will show you one example. Statement. Right? First reaction statement. This is a skeletal equation. This you practiced already. But practically, what is carbon? Carbon is a solid black in color. Oxygen is a gas. Right? When statement, when carbon is burnt, start writing the answers. I told you statement, then you write the equation, then you balance it. This is the work now. Many students don't know how to write the statement. You just verbalize it. When a carbon is burnt in air, it forms, write in words, carbon dioxide gas. Carbon dioxide gas. This is a statement. Generally, while learning, if you take experiment here, take a carbon, any form of the carbon, if you burn it in a flame, it will liberate what? Carbon dioxide. Same thing happens whenever you burn. And if you write the symbol of carbon, carbon C, you know it is a solid. You must learn chemistry now. You learn to only balancing equation, writing formula. But you are coming to theory now. You may be asked, what happens when carbon is burnt in air? If I ask you for 2 marks, you must write the statement first. When carbon is burnt in air, it forms carbon dioxide it liberates carbon dioxide gas. C plus O2 gas, you have tried delta. Delta symbol represents heat. Forming CO2 gas, is it exothermic or endothermic? Burning carbon in the air, plus heat or minus heat? It is a plus heat. If I write, it is exothermic reaction. Whenever carbon is burned, it forms oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide, liberating lot of heat. Therefore, it is a exothermic reaction. What do you mean by exothermic reaction? Exothermic reaction, right, means heat is liberated. Generally, oxidation of carbon always gives you heat. Heat is liberated. Exothermic reaction. The reaction is exothermic reaction. Heat is liberated. Like this, you learn chemistry practically what it is. Okay? Fine. How do you prepare water? Second reaction. Oh. Second reaction. I think you have noted these reactions. Only writing symbol I am not expecting. You have to write a statement for it. Hydrogen, oxygen, water only I have written. How do you get? Remember, hydrogen is a combustible gas. Oxygen is supporter of combustion. Your statement should be like this. Learn to write a statement. Many school students are weak in it. Statement. Therefore, I am starting chemistry now. Hydrogen is highly combustible gas. Among all gases, hydrogen is highly combustible. Correct answer. Satvik. Statement, you learn, open the book, write the statement. When hydrogen gas is, write the statement. Hydrogen gas is burnt in air. Gas is burnt in air. Burnt in air. Initially, steam is produced. Steam is produced. Steam is produced, which condenses on cooling. Which condenses to liquid water. Which condenses to liquid water. Condenses to liquid water. Liquid water upon cooling. Upon condenses to liquid water on cooling. On cooling. This is called as chemistry. Writing equation and balancing is initial stage, my dear students. Now we have entered into the chapter. Here you will get questions on your practical knowledge, its physical state, what happens when, how do you prepare water, starting from hydrogen. If I ask you, you have to write when hydrogen gas is burnt in air, initially steam is produced, which condenses to liquid water on cooling. This is called as statement. If I ask you for 1 mark, half mark will be given for statement and half mark will be given for writing balanced chemical equation. Let us write. You know already, many of you are written, very good. Hydrogen, correct. Statement you write, plus oxygen, write the skeletal equation, check whether it is balanced or not. S2O, liquid. Heating on heat, then cool. On cooling, heat and cool, you will get water. Gas, hydrogen is also gas, oxygen is also gas. Remember, hydrogen is highly combustible gas. When hydrogen gas is burnt in air, it forms initially steam. On cooling, it forms liquid water. This is called as understanding the chemical reaction. This writing statement will show that you have understood the reaction with the laboratory conditions. This is called as chemical method of writing. This is actual chemistry. It started now. Generally, this is water, formation of water, absorbs heat energy, endothermic and balance equation. Hit and trial method. How many hydrogen atoms on the left? 2, 2. How many oxygen atoms on the right? 1. On the left, 2. Therefore, you make 2s2o. And as hydrogen atom becomes 4 now, you have to balance it by writing it as 2s2. Okay. So that is the statement. You learn to write a statement that increases your depth in chemistry. Third reaction. I think I had given you formation of hydrogen chloride from a hydrogen and chlorine. See, you have to mention condition also. Statement. Formation of HCl. The reaction is, how do you prepare hydrogen chloride starting from hydrogen and chlorine? See, what actually done is, suppose that you take hydrogen and chlorine in a flask, right? You just take hydrogen gas and chlorine gas in a flask, glass flask, and keep it in the sunlight. This is called as understanding chemical reaction. In the sunlight only, hydrogen and chlorine will combine, forming hydrogen chloride. You can write the statement like this: when hydrogen gas, write the statement in the notebook, hydrogen gas and chlorine gas mixture is exposed to sunlight, just sunlight is sufficient. They combine, forming, try to learn writing statements. Combine, forming hydrogen chloride gas. Write the reaction and balance it. Many of you write reaction, but you are weak in writing statement. Hydrogen chloride gas. This is called as chemistry. Without learning writing equations, you cannot become perfect in chemistry. Statements are very important. Statements show that how much chemistry you know. Okay, fine. Means the laboratory condition that you have to mention. Now, very easy reaction to write. Hydrogen gas plus chlorine gas gives rise to sunlight. You write the conditions and forming hydrogen chloride formula, HCl. It is also gas. The balance equation. How many hydrogen atoms? 2. Anybody can easily balance. Chlorine 2. But very few students will have the chemistry. The chemistry is not only writing equation and balancing, you have to mention proper conditions under which that reaction takes place. How do you prepare hydrogen chloride starting from hydrogen and chlorine? The statement must be like this. When hydrogen gas and chlorine gas mixture is exposed to sunlight, they combine, forming hydrogen chloride should be your answer. That is a third reaction I wrote. Observe in all reaction what is happening at the end will give the conclusion. Set one reaction. The fourth reaction I wrote was iron plus sulfur forms ferrous sulfide. See, if you take iron and heat it with a yellow colored sulfur, sulfur will have the yellow color. Iron, right? Finely powdered or pieces of iron, fine pieces of iron we have to take. not the iron nail, fine pieces of the iron you have to take. Then you heat it with yellow colored sulfur. Sulfur will have yellow color, remember, color also. And then you have to heat it. This is the laboratory knowledge on a Bunsen flame in the laboratory when you heat it. When fine pieces of iron are heated with yellow colored sulfur, black colored ferrous sulfide is formed. That is called as chemistry. You can write the statement. That is what I want you to learn. That is called as real chemistry. Writing only equation balancing is primary thing. Now you are going to language of it, that is grammar of it. When fine pieces of, learn to write the statement. When fine pieces of iron are heated with, write in words, heated with sulfur. You practice writing statement that will help you in higher classes. With sulfur, in the bracket you write yellow, including color also. Black colored ferrous sulfide. What is the IUPAC name of ferrous sulfide? Write in the bracket. Ferrous sulfide is iron, in the bracket Roman 2 sulfide. You learnt already in the nomenclature, that is writing equation and balancing. But color you have to underline. Sulfur will have yellow color. You are improving your knowledge. You cannot take a sheet of iron and throw in the test tube. Reaction cannot take place. Fine pieces. Underline the keyword. Yellow colored sulfur. What is the color of the sulfur? That is called as improving knowledge. What is the color you are getting? Black colored ferrous sulfide is formed. This is called as writing statement of the chemical reaction. That will be very useful to you if you continue higher classes. Many of you are not writing reactions, only writing reactions, not writing statements. Many students are weak in it. Next year in 11th standard, they will ask you all these things. This is grammar of chemistry. Next level. Grammar means experimental knowledge, its color, its smell. Okay, let us write the reaction. This all of you must have balanced by this time. Only writing equation and balancing is not a complete chemistry, my dear students. Sulfur, fine pieces, sulfur, and you write here heat. You have to heat it to get what? Ferrous sulfide, FeS. And no need of balancing. This is black in color. Right? Any color changes are there below that. Black colored sulfur, ferrous sulfide is formed. Next, iron reacts with chlorine forming ferric chloride. Iron reacts with chlorine forming ferric chloride. For that you have to draw the diagram. Even you may be asked, it is an experiment given in the syllabus. Draw a neat diagram. Experiment in the syllabus, note it, very important. Draw the diagram. Very important. You take a hard glass tube, draw the diagram, open your notebook. Okay. Hard glass tube. Generally a hard glass test tube with one old rubber cork. One old rubber cork. Rubber cork will be like this. One old rubber cork. One hole will be there. This is rubber cork. One hole will be there. Through that hole, you are passing dry chlorine gas. Draw the diagram. You are asked, draw a neat diagram of preparation of ferric chloride. Dry chlorine gas inlet. This is inlet. Dry chlorine gas. You have to place iron here. You have to place a iron wool. It is called as iron wool. Not fine pieces, iron wool, very, very fine iron wool. You have to place, right? Then you fix it on a stand, draw the diagram neatly. In the exam, you will be asked for 3 marks, explain the formation or draw a neat diagram of formation of ferric chloride in the laboratory. Write a chemical reaction for it. This is the diagram, and there should be a holder, and iron wool should be heated. Draw the diagram. This will smoothly prepare you for the exam. Number of times questions appeared. You show the Bunsen flame, Bunsen burner, draw the diagram. Draw a neat diagram. You will be asked 2 to 3 mark question. Draw a neat diagram of formation of ferric chloride in the laboratory. This is the setup. Okay. This is the setup. Can you hear me? Board is more visible to you now. Okay. Have you completed the diagram? Now, how to write? Right? Iron wool is placed in a iron wool experiment. Explain with an experiment. Iron wool is placed in a hard glass tube, so that it will not break. Fitted with one hole rubber cork. With one hole rubber cork. One holed rubber cork. One holed rubber cork. Write the experimental observations, rubber cork. Draw the diagram, write the statement, open your notebook. I will teach you how to write the reaction. As shown in the figure. Don't write much. As shown in the figure. Once you draw the diagram, write it in one sentence. As shown in the diagram. What in the diagram? Can any one of you tell me what is the color of ferric chloride? What is the product you are getting here? You write, show it. Here you are getting reddish brown. Ferric chloride, FeCl3. You write the statement. Then you write the equation and balance it. When, next line you continue. When dry chlorine gas have the practice of noting down, right? This will prepare you for the exam. When a dry chlorine gas is passed over iron wool and heated reddish brown color. Underline the word. What is the color of ferric chloride? You should keep in your mind. Reddish brown. Underline the color. Reddish brown. Colored ferric chloride is formed. number of times the question appeared, only diagram for 2 marks. They will ask you to label only iron wool, whatever they ask you to label in the diagram, you have to draw the neat diagram and label it. Let us focus on exam also. Reddish brown colored ferric chloride. Reddish brown chloride, reddish brown colored ferric chloride is formed. This is a experimental thing in the set 1 reactions. Then you write the balanced chemical equation. Writing only equations is not chemistry, my dear students. This is called as chemistry. You must be in a position to give the explanation along with the diagram. That will be preparation. That will show your understanding. That will improve your understanding of the reaction. Based on that, your questions will appear, both in a Cbse and state. Write the reaction Fe plus chlorine exits as Cl2. Fe is a solid, chlorine is a gas. You write. You have to heat it. On heating, you will get ferric chloride. What is the formula of ferric chloride? Ferric means Fe plus 3, chloride is minus 1, cross the valency. Those who don't know, right? Balancing equation, you learn them. Ferric chloride is formed, solid, balance equation. Fe balanced, but chlorine is 3. Wherever you get hit and trial method balancing, odd number of atoms here, you make them as even by taking the whole FeCl3 as a twice, 2. 2 3s are 6 chlorine. Iron atoms now became 2, therefore write 2 Fe, and 2 3s are 6, 3 Cl2. This is experimental explanation of the 4th reaction. 5th. Is it 4th or 5th? Okay. Combustion of carbon, combustion of hydrogen, combination of formation of water, all the 5 reactions. What is your observation in all the 5 reactions? Your observation in all the 5 reactions is, if I am correct, one element and one element combine, element plus element combine, forming what? Single product. Single product. Can you observe? Just go back and check all the 5 reactions. What was the first reaction? First reaction was formation of carbon dioxide by carbon and oxygen. C plus O2. CO2 was your first reaction. Second reaction was S2 plus O2. I will not balance it, just I am recalling you. S2O, water. Third one was S2 plus Cl2. You got HCl, either element or elementary molecules. Fourth reaction is Fe plus S, forming ferrous sulfide. And next reaction is Fe plus Cl2, forms ferric chloride. You can observe that such a reaction, 2 or more reactants react, forming a single product, is called as first type of reaction. Let us directly move on to the second topic. First type of reaction. Can any one of you tell me? First type of reaction called as, yes, can any one of you answer? When element and element, whenever 2 or more elements combine to form a single product, such a reaction is called as, yes, combination reaction. Read the statement of combination reaction. First we will learn reaction, then we will define. Now you can understand what is combination reaction. Let us write the definition of it. Into inverted comma you write combination reaction. Definition of combination reaction. You may be asked, what is combination reaction for 1 mark? Combination reaction for 1 mark. Okay, write the statement. When 2 or more reactants react forming right single product is called combination reaction. First type of reaction we learnt here. In that we took the first case, combination reaction. Combination reaction. This is very important. Two or more underline reactants react to form. Very important is single product. In this you studied first case here. Set 1 represents first case, that is element combined forming product. Generally combination reaction are subdivided into element combination, element compound combination, compound combination. Like this combination reactions are of 3 types, my dear students. In the next class we'll see what are other type of reactions. That's all for today. 45 minutes. I think you must have done homework well, right? And be confident. Whatever chemistry I am teaching is the correct chemistry. Try to write a statement. Writing statement is the actual grammar in chemistry. Means to write the statement you must have a experimental and practical knowledge. This you practice, automatically your chemistry will be improved, right? If you like this our Cbse channel, bridge course, etc., please ask one of your friend to join, subscribe Cbse channel and download Cbse app. And course wise quiz tests will be conducted in Cbse app only. Course are being created now. After the chapter, MCQ test you will be giving on the app only. Download the app by paying the nominal fees, and my class will be free of cost. One friend of you not only ask them to subscribe, I will not call them as subscribers, I will call all of you as my students. Join another students to our live stream, and as many as possible tell them to come live. You will get the best out of this course. Take a paper and pen, open the book as if you are sitting in a special class, right? And your Desai sir class, and you can join my WhatsApp group also. There we will do lot of activities and preparation for your annual examination. Both state and Cbse is my responsibility, believe me, right? I will perfectly guide you how to score good number of marks. That's all for today, my dear students. Eat well, sleep well, go regularly to the school, take blessing from your parents, pray God. Good night. See you tomorrow. We'll start with the first chapter, real numbers in mathematics. Sorry, still we are running trigonometry. I'm sorry. 8:30 to 9:30. All of we again we have to meet to continue trigonometry. I think we are in standard angles. We have to solve problems. Till we will complete important chapter, tough chapter for both the state Cbse, PUC1 combined class. Only maths will be combined. Note down correctly the timings. Right? 8:32, that is on Monday. Right? Then you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Remember here, on alternative days, on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I am taking chemistry classes right now. Later I start physics also. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, you will have maths classes. In entire syllabus, one of the tough chapter is the trigonometry. As far as scoring is concerned, many students expressed me, right? So then I will take, many of you are asking AP, because for the first FA, you will have real numbers. We will complete it quickly, small chapter, then I will start AP. Real numbers, and for first FA, you will have polynomials. I will cover them quickly because they are very easy chapters. After completion of the trigonometry, tough chapter. No problem. I will teach you AP also. After covering these two, we will go to arithmetic progression again. Okay. These are important chapters, scoring for those students who are weak. Scoring chapters, we will cover it. But trigonometry is the very important chapter. In the beginning only you start practicing. Minimum 50 to 100 problems if you solve, you can answer questions in the exam easily. Okay, separate assignment for state and CBSE I will send in the WhatsApp group. I do not call you subscribers, I call you as my students, right? Join one students to our Lokji team, Lokji family, and all of them I expect to be in the live stream. Okay, fine. See you in the tomorrow class, trigonometry. Practice them. I will send assignments. I will start sending you assignments on trigonometry, even assignments on chemistry also. Most likely questions in the exam or appeared questions in the previous year. I will send you a collection of questions. You solve them perfectly. If you have got any doubts, you write the question number of the assignment. And therefore, I told you, after joining the WhatsApp group, you write your name and your stream. Are you from CBSE or state? You write it, your phone number, WhatsApp number of your parents, and your name. Okay, bye bye. See you tomorrow.